probably make y'all up and get the video. Oh, I said it ain't no doubt about it. Da da da, da da da, da da da. Ice cream girl. Sound familiar? I gotta sneeze. I feel it coming. You know when you can sneeze and you can feel the booger tickling a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes it feel good when you can tease it. West Solar Mama, if anybody told your finance that you cute, you are thick, you are everything. You are my favorite girl. You is beautiful in the skin that you in, and I want you to know that. Today we're going to be hopping into the shade room. Just sit back, relax. Please relax. Take a deep breath in. You know, do it with me. Don't just watch me do it. That's lame. Hold it. We're going to do 3 of them, okay? These are breathing exercises I found out from a rich friend. You know, rich bitches actually just breathe. Just sit there for 30 minutes. One more. It's like a reset. It resets you. It's a natural reset. So many toxins in the air in these polluted cities in America. You're getting high off something. But no, this is going to be a collection of my opinions. I love throwing these at the girls because I don't care how you feel for real. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be covering a few things. I just want to give a disclaimer though. I got to say this kind of stuff because there's too many lame influences out there. I don't do stuff for rage bait. You shouldn't get mad at nothing I say. If you do, go pray. This is some real shit and everything that I say, you know, so I'm not just problematic. Oh girl, I wasn't even gonna put this woman in this video, but I had opened up TikTok, girl. And I'm guessing, you know, the reason, y'all gotta be careful with this For You page, because you can watch one video of a quinceañera girl in Puerto Rico all over the top. Puerto Rico. Girl, you know, I'm as black as they come. I'm as real brown sugar as they get. You know what I'm saying? Southern peach through and through. Thickest peach in the South coming through. I'm just making sure ain't nobody gonna disagree and get bap. And a part of my culture, you know, is honoring the legends that have gone. And one legend that, you know, we all miss. Whitney ain't got no business being that. And so, guessing this woman had posted under the hashtag Whitney Houston. I guess she's a spiritual reader or something like that. And before I could even judge the video, girl, I actually gave her, because I didn't even know what she was going to talk about, girl. Talk about her, how Whitney touched her life or something. Her favorite Whitney vocal breakdown or something. Girl, listen, y'all look at this.
Geek at Whitney Houston earlier today, and I don't know why it felt different to me. I still can't figure it out, but I'm going to tell you what happened. I called out to her and I asked her if it was okay to do a peek. I said, I'm just going to take a quick look at you in the afterlife. And she said, yeah, sure, go ahead. And
Whitney Houston said, yeah, sure. I'm gonna stop pausing the video.
When I saw her, she was sitting under a tree with 2 other people. They had a table between them and they were each sitting in a chair. All of them had on white. 2 of them had on dresses. One of them had on like a white pantsuit. The woman she was with, there was a woman who looked around her age, late 30s, early 40s. The feeling I got was it was a relative, like a grandmother. And then the girl that was with her looked like her daughter, Bobby Christina, and she's the one that had on the white suit. There was a dog running around between their feet. Nobody was acknowledging the dog, but it was just running around. It was small. And there was opera music playing, which I thought was really odd. For one thing, we're outside, but of course that doesn't matter. She's waiting for Bobby, and then she said, Chrissy's here. And she said to Bobby Christina, say hello. And she said she didn't want to. She said, I don't like this.
You peeked at Natalie Holloway? Can you do Anna Nicole Smith? She said she's waiting on Bobby. I don't want him to go too soon. Then her. They don't wait long. There is no time in the afterlife. Some folks that say you shouldn't have an issue with this. I get paid to talk shit. I'ma talk it. Let me tell you something. Whitney got folks that really don't play about her. I'm one of them. Why my showers is so long? Because Whitney on my Bluetooth. And I'm in Rio de Janeiro with a crowd of 60,000 screaming. See, my immediate response to this was, so Whitney Houston, Sister Whitney, Auntie Whitney, Cousin Whitney, Black Soul Sister, went to the other side. And she answering questions for white women. Y'all bothered her. Uh-oh. I just don't like when they use it malicious like this, because somebody gonna pay this later, and she is lying. She ain't never talked to Whitney. She ain't never tuned into Whitney. Whitney died and crossed over, went back to the ancestors, and she's got a check back. See, I can understand that this white lady said, Betty White came to me in a dream. I believe it. Queen Elizabeth talked. I believe it. Tap me in. Tap me in. Who was that white lady that Whitney went to go talk to?
Let's get one thing straight. Crack is cheap. I make too much money to ever. That's straight, okay?
That it's because of drugs?
No. Now, I grant you, I partied. No, I was going through a lot of emotional stress.
See that they took electronic devices and changed it for the air?
They did it for me and a few other people.
Because that sparked that whole thing where the headlines were saying, Whitney is dying.
No, Whitney was dead.
Diane Sawyer. Y'all remember when Whitney went on Diane Sawyer? You think Diane Sawyer was one of Whitney homegirls that she would have wanted to call and just tell any amount of tea? Honey, that was industry that came up in her life, girl, and for her check had to go sit down in front of the white women and talk about shit. She didn't even want to talk to them. Bothered Whitney, stressed her the hell out. Our sister. You gotta protect. See, and what makes Whitney a legend sometimes is how black she stays. She stays showing signs that
Good morning, Miss Houston. How are you?
Mrs. Brown.
Mrs. Brown.
How are you?
So it's just like we knew. Oh, they putting a real sister through this. Sometimes you can look at black folks, and it's just, I seen a tweet. Sometimes you see a tweet that just take the thought out your head. Some like, you just look and see if you see a little bit of the Negro left in them. Just some black folks just ain't got nothing in them. Whitney was a sister through and through. Not in no racism, not in no bigotry. It's just, I just feel like Whitney's version of peace isn't instantaneously because this woman this Caucasian woman, she just tapped me into the ancestors. She just tapped me into the other side to where Whitney bringing her grandmama, bringing her daughter, bringing the whole family. I'll tell you everything you want to know. Wouldn't have gave you an interview in life, but I'm not saying that the spirituality stuff is not real. But please be wary of these folk that just come in and talking all smooth and like you know what you're talking about. But you don't know nothing that you're talking about. You got to call these folks out. I don't know who this woman is. She just playing with Whitney, girl. Do that with somebody else. No shit, you was not talking to Whitney. This is how African folks lost their countries, girl. I'm just saying this. It just went something like this. Then we have this situation involving the LGBT community. I do want to say this. There is a other side, LGBT. Trans, and sometimes the things that you advocate for on your cherry branch of the LGBT tree, it is not my fight. It is not my argument. But I'll be damned if somebody tell you your crazy ass can't fight for it. See where I'm going with this? This is what community is about. In this case, we have a girl, and she's one of the first open trans congresswomen. Now, some folks are trying to say that this was just a gay male for a long time that, changed. Look, you can't tell a trans girl shit. Can't tell her shit. The moment she says she trans, go with it. Just don't tell her shit. Just go with it. To me, I know the balls it takes to have balls and walk outside in a skirt. You get it? Therefore, I'm going to say, what's up, girl? Because I know that's a ball. Are you catching my English? So we have this first trans congresswoman. She's up there doing her due diligence for the girls representing IE. They could have put a more fab girl up there, but she ended up. So she's doing a congressional hearing or whatever, woo. And most of Congress is really old, white, male, America, boring, mayonnaise, milk, sugar with no sweet. Splenda, them type of white folks. Not my favorite, for real, but they run the country. I guess it's formalities, and they got to introduce Miss Mamas and the y'all president had issued out an executive order. You know what I'm saying? Like something about there's only two genders. They were never gonna do any other, but there's only two genders. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you a real gay bitch, like when you sit back and see, because I don't like talking on political stuff and stuff like that, but like when I really sit back and just see, like, do they be really feeling like this is gonna have us stomp the feet? Like, nah, girl, we know that it's some other just extra something that y'all trying to do this for, and it was probably really just for this specific girl right here, because which trans girls is in just DC like that, like just all up and running through Congress, girl, fuck. But he made it where it wasn't no national thing, although it was a president. You think when they do something like this, they're trying to send a national message, which technically they are, but no, he was the president. He was sending that because he can, and that some stuff that only affect federal workers. Federal, when I hear federal, that's a bad word. Federal workers. You know, in the federal worker world and stuff like that, like if somebody say stop doing this, you just gotta start doing it because you fed, weak ass. That's how I feel about them. But they just made it to where if you were born with a peen, we have to call you male. I don't care what wig you put on. You were born, with, Zsa, then, we're gonna call you her. So, it's just like, in a way, at the time, it is not, you just know that it's done for one certain purpose. They just try to dress it up so nice, but this video makes it so evident.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ranking Member Keating, also wonderful.
Mr.
I'm
Chairman,
sorry.
could you repeat your introduction again, please?
Yes, we have set the standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply.
What is that standard, Mr. Chairman? Would you repeat what you just said when you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America? Please.
I will. The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order. Mr. Chairman, have you no decency? I've come to know you a little bit, but this is not decent.
We will continue this
You
hearing.
will not continue it with me unless you introduce a duly elected representative the right way.
This hearing is adjourned.
This is what I say, never feed into straight people. I just don't know. Me, burn them all. This set the country on fire. The girls are chatting, but there's one YouTuber I'm going to single out. I don't know this man from another person. I swear to God I don't, but I had just seen him cover it from the black male perspective, I guess, straight, assuming. I had listened to him give his response, but I'm going to put my thoughts on the first, but that man that called her Mr. McBride, some dude from Texas. You know who this is. You know that they trans. You know personally in your heart of hearts. Because see, the reason the other white man that had called him out here used the word decency. That, me personally, I'm not no gay bitch that's ever gonna ask no straight person to be decent. Be ignorant, be funny. I will never ask for decency from nobody else. What I need, this is an indecent world. I'm able to be on earth and understand that this folks is just gonna be indecent. But in that setting, you I think of something like Congress is like prolonged high school. College feel like prolonged a different kind of high school, but this Congress, it seemed like kind of a high school. Everybody got where they from. You know what I'm saying? They're repping their hometown. If you there long enough, you the cool kid, and then you can get a little more leeway. The rookies are the ones that get bullied. The freshmen, newcomers. It just feels like a high school mindset. So keep that in mind when I talk. So here we have a super senior, and let's say he's, I don't know, varsity something. He's supposed to grab the mic and say something. Takes it upon himself with this newly backed federal law from the, hey, I legally don't have to. I don't even have to fear repercussion. I could be funny if I want to. I bet y'all do it. This is before the hearing started. Him with all the other jock in Congress, the older white jock. I'll do it. I ain't scared. Hell yeah. You think it'll piss him off? I bet y'all will. Okay, we gotta act normal, for policy reasons, alright. But they do this slick thing to where as long as we're working within the perimeters of the rules and the regulations and the rules, what did I do wrong? Kind of attitude. You know that if you was to just make a scene and just yell man at this bitch, it may just cause something, but at the end of the day, the whole biological argument is just, it just be like, y'all want to have that argument. So dude says Mr. McBride, to which I would have assumed he would have wanted Miss McBride to say, but she didn't even say nothing. She said, thank you, Madam Chair. Madam. This is where the LGBT community is at with y'all straight people. It over the head, don't care, quick. That's a girl. If you know for a fact that you can break decency and you in this professional setting, y'all not on the street, y'all at this professional stuff, y'all supposed to be representing delegates stuff like this, just keep it professional and decent. Like, it's so many ways to introduce somebody without even having to say upon out or nothing. A representative from Delaware. But no, it's just like, I think I have so many thoughts rushing at one time. I'll try to get them all out at once. It hurts. She didn't have an issue with it. And see, that be the thing from the gay community, why they immediately jump. Because you know where the straight community went with this argument. I don't even have to you know where they went. But before they even did, watch this. on the LGBT side, the actual T-girl in question, being called Mr. McBride while you at work by a colleague who probably has a boss that's going to back them being rude, I still have my job, so I'm going to just be catty back. Until one of us is too catty and we don't have the job back, girl, she called you madam. No shit, that was very madam energy. It's the old white man that just want to be extra for too motherfucking much, just to be funny, just to be hee hee ha ha. You only did that shit because when it's adjourned, you going to go back in some back room, drink a coffee with some other folks that agree with you and chuckle about it. And see what comes of it. Just to do it for the fuck of it. I feel like straight folks be hating when gay folks get some kind of protections or rules or advancements or something like that, because y'all really just want to have some kind of kick and stool in society. You really want to have just somebody that look too different, too much of a freak, that it's okay to kind of belittle them or make a joke out of them, and it just have no repercussions. And for a long time in the United States, y'all, this was happening, and I think LGBT is like one of the last groups to really be seeing progression that was just always, even through the civil rights, girl, you know what I'm saying? Civil rights wouldn't let too many gay folks run stuff like gay people have been like the ones like, come on now. It's almost like them straight people. It's like, come on now, you gotta give us a punching bag, man. Gotta have somebody that we can make fun of and just, come on, just for no reason. Come on, we just wanna. Like, that's all I get from that, cause she didn't even have an issue with that. It was that other white dude. He should have shut up, cause he made it a thing. Cause if she would have just said madam something, they would have just kept proceeding. She ain't care. Who finna get upset about that? And that's the thing. I feel like they be wanting somebody to get upset about them. I'm not ever gonna call you man if you want to. They be wanting an LGBT person to be like, you're not. Cause you know shit, they went and gave her an altar call, girl, a press release, a press one. You know, they interviewed the hell out of this little white man after that, cause the straight community, they all want to feel like this vet on things. The funniest thing about that community, I could understand if it was like they had very select few people in the LGBT community that they felt like was a part of this agenda, and they just repeatedly attacked them. It'd be so funny when any and every bit of rainbow, there it is. There's that agenda. It's there. Goddamn. They're falling on there and they're trying to change everything. It's like almost like they don't even know it's like a lot of gay people on earth. It's so crazy. It's easy to believe in an agenda when you're surrounded by different humans, never. So they missed the whole point due to that white man noticing another cisgender white male. Noticing that was just kind of I know why you just did that. Like, you called it out. But because you called it out, now he has to decide in this professional setting, am I going to stand on something that I just did unprovoked? Well, I have good backing too. Yeah, you know what, damn it, I'm going to do it. And now you feel like Mr. Rough and Tough. Now you feel like Mr. Mr. Belt Buckle Gripping. I showed that she. Oh, you messy, ho. All that ass nigga. Ooh, that shit was so annoying. But yeah, to this YouTuber. So that's how I feel about that white man. But it was this black creator YouTuber. Yeah, he's reacting to, the Breakfast Club, and his take on it is basically, I'm saying, Charlamagne, you're listening to the higher up. You didn't want to make that man that don't get it. He didn't say nothing wrong. He did the right. No. Straight people need to be that. Y'all need to be. Let me play the clip.
Today for Wednesday, March 12th, goes to Representative Keith Self for Texas. Shout out to Charlamagne the God, man. I think Charlamagne is an icon and a legend. I got nothing bad to say about Charlamagne. But this right here is the textbook definition of selling out. Straight up. And I'm not just saying it because I disagree. It's selling out because you could watch this and see that Charlamagne the God is going against everything he believes, and he doesn't even want to give this guy donkey up today. But the calls came from the higher ups, and even the fans noticed this, which is why they're calling out Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club for doing this. Because it comes across as forced, and it comes across as the machine push that button. I don't even take offense. I just see that Charlamagne the God is a hired mercenary for the left. They put Charlamagne the God on various hits, and Charlamagne the God, being a professional, deliver on the hits they put him on.
Oh, it was in the same video twice. I said I ain't fuck with him. It was this one. I thought it was another video he did. It was this is that. It was at this moment when I turned my face up because I was smoking my blunt.
Say Charlamagne the God has gotten so rich pandering, or somebody say selling out. I say being a bag chaser, bro. Y'all call it selling out. I call it being a bag chaser. Bro has gotten so rich being a bag chaser, bro. Charlamagne the God knows it's transforming.
Call him selling. Nah, bitch. Like, if you ever considered a sellout, bitch, you selling out. He give me one of them Uncle Tom. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. What you mean it'll ever be okay for black folks to sell out? Not even just saying Charlamagne, but I'm just saying like, oh, you one of them. If it's about the bag, I don't care if it'll go against black culture type black dudes. It's about money. Yeah. So I started looking funny though.
Charlamagne the God was hired to do a hit piece on. His name is Keith Self. Now, Keith Self is King Slime, right? He is P for real, got some real ism. Because there ain't a day he ever took it easy on a 3-0 fault. The reason why Charlamagne the God was hired to create a hit piece on Keith Self, and the reason why he's public enemy number 1 right now to the left, is because of this altercation that took place yesterday.
I now recognize the representative.
Ism ain't on him, is in him. There ain't a day he ever took it easy on a 3-0 fault. Listen, bro, everybody
Everybody in the Senate and bro, they are out here playing misbelief with Sarah McBride, bro. Now, if you guys don't know what's going on, Sarah McBride identifies as a woman. But up until 2012, Sarah McBride, formerly known as Tim McBride, looked like this. At the ripe age of 20.
So I had to stop the video right there because I could just see where he was finna drift from. So here your big giddy calling this old white man that would have sold you in another life. One of the realest something, one of the baddest someone. Getting lame. Ugh. Instantly goes and then goes and brings up the trans. I could have understood this whole argument if the T-girl said, "You're going to call me a woman. You're going to say it. You're going to say it." He kept all of her composure. It's the only reason I'm calling this out because when people try to reinforce that the only time people receiving backlash for doing something just as childish as this, being from a higher up or an agenda or something, y'all need to pick one. I'm so sick and tired. Y'all straight people are so pussy. Y'all are so motherfucker. Y'all are the most punk people on earth because y'all hate gay people. You hate the weirdness. You hate the differentness. You hate the okay. You get it. It's so okay. Why can't y'all just say that shit? I hate a that got a motherfucking issue with something, but you come up with every other motherfucking political reason to try to back that shit and then do a little devilish grin when about looking like, what the fuck? Is y'all hoes good? Y'all hoes is scary. Y'all hoes is scary. Y'all don't ever want to just say out y'all mouth, okay, we just want to vote with gay people genuinely, like, and disturb their peace, and trans people whenever we fucking want to. Like, y'all don't ever want to say that. Y'all would rather say this.
Why does it matter? What do you say to your Democrat colleague there, the ranking member who starts raising his voice, threatens to walk out of the proceeding because you referred to a man as Mr.? What do you say to those people who say it is disrespectful for you to call a man who thinks he's a woman Mr.?
Well, Michael, I'm a retired Green Beret. I'm not even sure what all the fuss is about. I mean, he is allowed to live his life. In fact, I spent 25 years on active duty defending his right to live his life as he chooses. But I don't have to participate in his fantasy. So I am under no obligation to participate in something that he chooses to portray himself as.
Bro cooking. He cooking. But here's where people's
trying to justify why this man was even just wanting to be petty. In the gay community, we just call it being a petty ass fag. She was just petty. She just wanted to be petty. She just wanted to treat. That's what we call it. You just wanted to treat the girls real quick and see what happened. That's just treating. You just wanted to treat next. These big don't swole ass niggas.
Because the guy that Charlamagne God was hired to do a hit piece on, his name is Keith Self. Now, Keith Self is King Slime, right? He is P for real. Got some real.
King Slime. He's calling his what? See, this is why he's so lame. Because you using terms that ain't got nothing to do with that, but you trying to make it link with that because you black and you can say King Slime. No, you can't. Shut up.
A gay man no more. I'm a woman. Now, when he transitioned, he didn't transition through surgery, through hormones. He simply just started dressing as the gender he identified with. So, like, King Slime, Keith is saying, hey, bro, I'm not playing this make-believe game, bro.
I'm not playing this game with you. That's exactly, I'm telling y'all, they just wanted a space to open up to argue and say this shit when that was not even a case. Just say you got an issue with the girls. So, yeah, he a weak ass. He a lame ass hoe. Y'all that wasn't even where that whole situation was going with while y'all trying to run with that. Anybody out here trying to force y'all head into some food and saying, say this. Like, y'all want that so motherfucking bad because y'all probably got a submission kink for real. Y'all mad that we not out here really trying to force y'all for fucking, like, girl, what the fuck? Like, y'all just so lame. And mind you, it's like when you work in something like a Congress, like, you supposed to be representing like a whole bunch of just stuff supposed to be bigger than you. I can understand if some lame old bit mush mouth, probably snow bunny chasing, Negro like this was out on the street and seen a trans person minding their business and was walking with a group of people and walked past him and said, hey sir, do you know what? Just to be funny. And then if the trans person said, why are you calling me? I could see, somebody like, hey, fuck yeah, doing something like that. Just because you want to be a messed ass queen. I get that. But like, as far as that Congress situation, like, girl, that was just, I'm not feeling it. I'm never gonna feel it. Y'all straight people are really gay. Actually, that just pissed me off. I just went on a whole extra tangent. I think I just dedicated most of the video to that. Cause that really bothered me. That whole situation was just missed. Like, y'all missing the whole thing. Every trans girl that's seen that clip, or if this your first time seeing a clip like this or somebody talking about it and you a T-girl, you should respond just how that girl did. Call her madam. If you not doing nothing but at your post, doing your job, doing your due deals, and now you got this situation in front of you, you know what they're trying to do, just call her madam. Yes, madam. And keep it, don't get out your cool, don't get out your woo. Madam, just wet. You just wanted a moment, did it be fun? Now wait. That's why I don't come around for, because I'm saying I'm not the gay bitch that's ever gonna be understanding. I'm never. So if you one of them kind of straight dudes, and that's how you get down, you know, you really just want gay and trans people to exist so that if you ever in a situation where you can just fuck with one, you will. Yeah, I'm one of them. You please run into me. I'm a comedian from way back in the spirit, but please do. I'll make a scene. I'm not her. I'm not Miss McBride. But sometimes I'm not Miss McBride. Man, I spent a whole lot of time on that trans congresswoman situation because, you know, I just want to prep my gays for the world. I don't ever speak trying to change. I don't ever hope a straight person come across my content and then after they watch it, I think I'm going to treat gay people better. No, bitch. Feel how you need to feel. I'm here to prep the queens. I'm here to get my girls together. And it's never a queen that's too old that can't catch no game from a young bitch too. I be schooling the old queens too. But I'm here to prep my queens on how to deal with these fucks out here for real. And I just call out what it really be for you all doing interviews and shit, talking about something. Using the same line. Hey, look, there's just two you know, I'm not gonna fall into your fantasy. Bitch, y'all just say you want to be messy. So scared to say you gonna want to be messy. So scared to say you want to be messy. Then what? Like, straight people feel it, so-called straight people feel like they have to tiptoe on what they got to say about gay folks. When the whole time you can tell their spirit is, I really genuinely, no, fuck all of you. Like, you can see that, but they tiptoeing and scared. You know, it's just that. That's why sometimes I like the ignorant hood homophobic dudes and girls. At least they mean it with they stupid ass. Say it loud and just loud and stupid and dumb. Loud and stupid. I hate y'all faggot. Yes, do your thing. It's like you just know she probably enemy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if she do too much to get too close to bump to you, you can smack her right up off of her knees. Or a dude, you know what I'm saying? I just love an open homophobic dude to just yell out, man, hell no, I'll shoot if they look at me. Yes, boy, yes, no shade. At least I know that's how you feel, you know what I'm saying? So if you accidentally bump into me and accidentally, you know what I'm saying? If I turn around and put a Glock up in your motherfucker and bust that 4 times and have you spitting bullets, bitch, I'm not gonna feel bad, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you let it be known. I hate push that hoe to try to act, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't know, and then you trying to blame. Nah, stand on that. So I can really know how to handle you. That's all. Remember to love yourself and be yourself unapologetically. Remember to carry yourself like royalty. Because if you don't carry yourself like royalty, these folks is not going to respect you. So, let me know in the comments how y'all feel about all these situations and stuff like that. But I said what I said and I felt how I feel. And I'll never take back nothing I said. And I didn't even think I was going to say it, but I said it. And I think that boy gay. Not saying that matter at all, but I'm just saying, you two King Slum. And he talking about some old white congressman. Give me this hot black dude. Oh, don't pull out the 9, Jamal.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.